Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Bernese in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I am so excited to introduce an absolutely stunning Bernese Mountain Dog bull we have for sale. This boy we are calling Tank. He is Mr. Brown of Hadassah and Lazarus's litter. He was born February 28th, so he's enrolled in one of our most popular training programs called Doggy Doctorate, which is training until 6 months of age. So we know his personality very well. As you can see, he is a happy puppy. His tail is always wagging. He loves to be held. He loves to be on your lap. He's friendly to everybody and anybody. He is a gentle giant. He's a big, blocky head, absolutely stunning. Size-wise, we think he's going to be 90 to 100 pounds. So he's going to be a big boy for an English or a European Bernese Mountain Dog. He's big. Now, Americans, they can sometimes get up to 120 pounds, but he's big. He's really stocky, big, blocky head, beautiful, thick coat. And I just love his personality. I love his looks. We would absolutely keep him, but he would end up being related to almost all of our females. We could hardly breed him to anybody. But he's that good of a dog that we would love to keep him if we just didn't have all the females related to Hadassah. And but he's a stunning boy. His personality, his Recherche score is 867. 8 being he's very dependent. He's one of the first to come, last to leave our side. He adores to be with anybody and everybody. On the activity scale, he's a 6 out of 10, which means he's slightly outgoing. He does have energy. He will play, but it's not high energy. He's not hyper. He's not a puppy that's out of control, but he's not a lump on the log either. He will play. He's just not extremely outgoing. And then he's confident, which is actually unique. Typically, dogs this calm are going to be shy and timid. He's actually fairly confident, especially for a Bernese Mountain Dog. If there's a weakness of them, is that they can be really shy. They can have issues with being fearful and timid. He's not that way. He's actually pretty confident. As you can see, his tail is just wagging away. He's just so much fun to be around and absolutely stunning. Now, he's able to go home after graduating either Doggy Doctorate, which is training until 6 months of age, which is August 28th. Then they're enrolled in our most extensive training program. It's called Doggy Double Doctorate. That's a month-to-month program where they go home and live with a professional trainer. And that's 7 months of age is September 28th, 8 months of age, which is October 28th. We are very flexible with those dates, so if you want to get them between the training programs, you can definitely do that, and we prorate the price, or you can even get them before, and we can prorate the price down for you. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of Hattie and Lazarus. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where we summarize each of the parents. There's two things that make us different from any other Bernese Mountain Dog breeder in the world. The first thing is that we import every one of our Bernese from Europe. We want to get the Bernese Mountain Dogs that live the longest with the greatest genetic diversity. All Bernese come from Europe, and they just live longer. Almost all breeds live longer in Europe, so we imported them. We spared no expense. We got world champion, international champion Bernese Mountain Dogs, and we brought them to America. We did that because we train them all. So what I'd like to do now is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're going to show off Tank in training as of this morning, so you can see his personality, see him. That's why we wait till they're older, so you can know what their personality is, know what their training is, and then I'll come back and let you know what you need to do to reserve him. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer. They can hold their place longer. They can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Kuranda cot. You will definitely want to buy a Kuranda cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The two other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously, the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in this puppy, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures that we just took. Right above the pictures are the prices for each training level. Now, some people do have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video may not be this exact puppy. You do need to look at their page. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the link, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video of Tank. Again, this is Mr. Brown of Hattie and Lazarus' Litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.